GQ, attend to your vehicle.
Valedictorian, Dr. Matthew Anthony Liu. Dr. Liu is a Bachelor of Medicine, Bachelor of Surgery with distinction from the Faculty of Medical Sciences, and he will deliver the valedictory address. Dr. Liu.
Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, Principal of the Mona Campus, Ministers of Government, other distinguished members of the Platform Party, specially invited guests, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It is with great pride that I deliver this valedictory speech on behalf of the graduating class of 2015. The theme for my speech this evening is perspective, the ability to perceive things in their actual interrelations. As we reflect this evening on our journey through UWI, I would like to compare our experience to the 110-meter hurdles. From the starting blocks, with eyes to the horizon, we students see only unending hurdle after hurdle. You see, from our perspective, the perception of length is distorted, and as such, the joy of overcoming each hurdle is met by the disbelief that there's always one more to go. Our fans and coaches on the sideline, far removed from us, are presented with a panoramic view. There is no illusion for them. They can see the finish. They can see that the hurdles are finite, and they can see that the race is a sprint, not a marathon. Some of you, former athletes yourselves, shout advice to us in between bursts of encouragement. As the race draws to a close, our view changes, and with the end in sight, we quickly check to our sides. What position am I in, we ask ourselves. And almost tasting the finish, we push. We commit our utmost till the very end. And no matter if first or eighth, we all dip at the line. After years of exertion, the race is over, and exhausted but satisfied, we find ourselves here in disbelief of its brevity, our pants of fatigue drowned out by the cheers of onlookers. Success at last. But then reality sets in. The perspective has changed. The euphoria of success quelled by uncertainty and the apprehension of unfamiliar responsibility. We are now professionals, respected members of society, and future leaders of our nations. Yet we do not cower, as UWI has prepared us well. Our experiences here have shaped us into individuals confident in our abilities, leaders, competitors on a global stage, those who can do much with that which is given, those who can succeed against all odds. No other graduates better exemplify these qualities than those that sit before you this evening. We are the class that should have never been, the class of too many, an experiment destined to fail. Yet, against all odds, here we find ourselves, side by side, adorned in gowns, the largest ever graduating class from the Faculty of Medical Sciences. Seated before you are new doctors, nurses, physiotherapists, radiographers, graduates of the basic medical sciences, and for the very first time from this institution, dentists. It was physician and Holocaust survivor Viktor Frankl who said these famous words: "When we are no longer able to change our situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." End of quote. We are a product of our decisions, not our circumstances. At this juncture, the temptation to reminisce proves irresistible. We look down from this peak in our lives at those low days when we lost confidence and self-belief. We stand bewildered at where we now find ourselves. For it was not long ago, as mere fledglings, we were being shuttled from the classrooms to the clinics. As juniors, we approached our new environs with enthusiasm and naivety. However, accolades and distinctions aside, we recognize you, our distinguished guests, by even more illustrious titles. Can you imagine? We see mentors, mothers, fathers, siblings, and friends. You who have supported, cheered, and inspired us. You who have laughed and cried with us. We welcome you to a celebration of your investment. To you who have given so much, we, the class of 2015, sincerely hope that we have met all your lofty expectations. I thank you.
method interconnections.
Now call historian Dr. Marlon Reed, Bachelor of Medicine, Bachelor of Surgery with honors, and he will deliver the valedictory address. Dr. Reed.
Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, Pro-Vice Chancellors and Principals, officers of the university, members of the diplomatic corps, members of the academic staff, distinguished alumni, parents, friends, and fellow graduates, good evening. In the words of a popular reggae singer, my dream, my dream, my dream, my dream, my dream. Look at me now. UWI, class of 2016. Look at me now. Look at you now. Everybody, look at us now. When we entered the University of the West Indies, we were asked to look to the future, to look at the bigger picture. Now that we have collected our degrees, the next time someone tells you to look at the bigger picture, stop, take a look. You are the bigger picture. This, my fellow graduates, is the bigger picture. Assembled here today are physicians, dentists, nurses, basic medical scientists, physiotherapists, and radiographers who the UWI has trained to be among the best in the world. From its inception in 1948, the University of the West Indies saw this bigger picture. The Faculty of Medical Sciences, a mecca of extraordinary professionals, saw this bigger picture. However, to us as freshers, this picture was a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle with many missing pieces. In order to acquire the pieces, we had to go on a scavenger hunt. And trust me, the Mona campus was not very small. Nonetheless, the University of the West Indies provided us with all the pieces we needed to assemble the puzzle that made this bigger picture. Whether it was acquiring knowledge in lecture rooms, or discovering various extracurricular and sporting activities down at the Mona Bowl, the university gave us the platform to develop all our talents. Furthermore, the Mona campus was a hub for cultural exchanges, providing us with opportunities to engage with diverse cultures and build networks that help us through to this day. The training we received at the university will take us anywhere in the world. However, it was a rough journey. For the physicians, dentists, nurses, radiographers, and physical therapists, our programs had a preclinical and a clinical phase, while the basic medical scientists had labs and more labs. During our first year, most of us reveled in the festivities the university had to offer, forgetful at times of our number one priority, our academic pursuits. Throughout the semesters that followed, we searched to find ourselves, and when we came up short, I am sure we often heard the familiar voice of an anatomy tutor saying, "Look hard, man, look hard." At the end of each semester, we had exams. Let me tell you something, parents and distinguished guests. Students do perform miracles. At the end of every semester, miracles happened in our faculty. A semester's worth of work has been done in one night. Countless times we interpreted the word impossible to mean I'm possible when we reviewed a 100-slide lecture in 1 minute. Each time we procrastinated, we said that we would not do so again. But there we were at the next examination period, having to pull another all-nighter to ensure we were fully prepared. Our final year went by very quickly. If final year represented Jamaica in the 2016 Rio Olympics 100-meter men's final, Usain Bolt would not have gotten his triple-triple. However, whatever it was that we had to complete, we now know that we have received the hands-on training that made us clinically proficient. Now, student nurses are registered nurses. Student dentists are preparing to be licensed. Physiotherapists are ready to rehabilitate patients. Physicians are now interns, and our student medical scientists are preparing for their post-graduation careers or future studies. Indeed, some of us are already in the working world, and the UWI brand is already being seen in the quality of our work. At the University of the West Indies, we have all become one. We were exposed to different backgrounds and cultures, each of which exposed us to the global village that we now live in. I mean, how else would I know that the best bacon shark is sold at the Maracas beach? How else would I know that crop over was in Barbados or that Vincy Mas was in St. Vincent? I would further offer that our class motto should be, out of many one programs, we are one health team, we are one. By now, you would have realized that the Faculty of Medical Sciences is not synonymous with physicians or nurses. On the contrary, it is a true representation of healthcare professionals working together to provide care for the nation, as we are all a part of one health team. Through my own post-UWI experience, though limited, I have come to acknowledge that nurses are in charge of the wards. Pharmacologists supply doctors with their arsenal of medications. Radiographers play a pertinent role in diagnosis with their various imaging modalities. Physiotherapists play a pivotal role in prognosis of patients and their return to their activities of daily living. Last but not least, when the staff is post-call and toothbrushes have been forgotten and morning bread permeates the hospital, dentists will be there to ensure good oral hygiene. Like the ring road, the University of the West Indies has all that is needed to make an individual rounded. Each student was given the opportunity to find his or her niche outside of their chosen program, be it in sports, extracurricular activities, or philanthropic clubs. Moreover, within this class are graduates who serve on the Guild of Students, a proven ground for future politicians. We all know the value of networking. The UWI created an environment that fostered interconnections that will serve all of us as budding professionals in all walks of life. Pelicans know pelicans. Within this class, each of us found our own habitat. Within our habitat, we had friends and family who motivated us every step of the way. Friends and family who provided a voice of sanity when all we wanted to do was to quit school. Friends and family who held our hands through the birthing process towards our degree and urged us to push past the burn even when we were maternally exhausted. Friends and family whom we cried tears of joy with when we finally heard that we made the graduating list. Friends and family who are now sitting with us today or watching on UWITV on this long promised day. Friends and family who we must tell that we love them. I would like to say thanks to the University of the West Indies for providing us with all the pieces needed to assemble the puzzle. Congratulations, class of 2016. We have solved the puzzle and now we can see the bigger picture. From this point onward, I urge you to continue to make a difference in the life of your patients. Leave both memories and monuments. Let your work echo throughout history. Class of 2016, be exceptional so that if opportunity knocks and you are not there, opportunity will wait. Our dream is now our reality. Let us leave here knowing that we have made our parents, family, friends, loved ones, and this university proud. Thank you.
Me never come off any high table. Me trust the Lord and me learn how to pray. And me work hard as me is able. And just do good to me neighbor each day. Me start out life with little buying and selling. It grew so fast, oh Lord, it couldn't stop. And from that small and humble beginning, I moved right up to own me own shop. One thing lead to another, so when faith and courage is gone, me just look over me shoulder, see where me coming from, and I find the strength me press on. The shop it stretch and take in the post office, and the shopkeeper turned postmaster me dear. And very soon I became the choir master. I lead the choir singing loud and clear. Hallelujah. Soon was lending money like a banker to even those who don't call me them friend. But I just thank God and praise my Savior, who blessed me that I have money to lend. One thing lead to another, so when faith and courage is gone, Me just look over me shoulder, see where me coming from,
and I find the strength to press on.
So all the blessings that reach me, I share them. The shop back turned into one big Jamal class. So from shopkeeper, postmaster, and banker, I am big teacher, I'm moving up fast. Believe me, one thing lead to another, and it is plain for you to see. For I am very, very proud to tell you that last week I was made a JP. One thing lead to another, so when faith and courage is gone, me just look over me shoulder, see where me coming from, and I find the strength to press on. So I am happy, I am never complaining, for when life opened up before me a door, I just thank God as I try to pass through it, but that door lead me to many more. So day by day me this a pray out and prosper right here on this very spot. And I just thank God for his guidance, and I thank him for all that I got. One thing lead to another, so when faith and courage is gone, me just look over me shoulder, see where me coming from, and I find the strength to press on. Believe me, one thing lead to another, so when faith and courage is gone, me just look over me shoulder, see where me coming from. And I find the strength to press on.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin our graduation ceremony, I would like to remind you of a few important matters. Could you please turn off all cellular telephones now? Please remember that the university provides an official photographer who will take photographs while the graduates are receiving their certificates. No unauthorized persons will be allowed to access the presentation area during the ceremony. The university shares in your pride at this graduation, but we appeal for restraint when the names are called so that all graduates may be able to hear their names clearly. Graduates and guests are expected to remain for the duration of the ceremony. Please keep the aisles clear at all times. Emergency medical service is available at the front, at the undercroft, and at the rear of the tent. As you will have observed, exit signs are clearly marked. You're asked to note the location, the nearest exit to you. In case of any emergency, the ushers will guide you to the nearest assembly point. At the end of this ceremony, we ask family and friends to remain seated until the graduate procession has exited the tent. We wish you an enjoyable ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem.
Truth be yours forever, Jamaica.
Teach us true respect for all, stir response to duties called, strengthen us the weak to cherish, give us vision lest we perish. Knowledge send us, Heavenly Father, grant true wisdom from above.
Justice, truth be ours forever. Jamaica, land we love. Jamaica, 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 land we
Please remain standing for the Chancellor's procession.
Please be seated. Vice-Chancellor, Sir Hilary Beckles and Lady Beckles, Pro-Vice-Chancellors and Principals, Mr. Richard Saunders, Campus Registrar, representing the St. Augustine Campus, Honorary Graduate, Mr. Wesly Hall, representing the Chief Justice, the Honorable Mrs. Justice Carol Lewis Beswick and Captain Beswick, members of the Diplomatic Corps, members of the academic and senior administrative staff, distinguished alumni, parents and friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2017. Welcome to your graduation ceremony. I have visited Jamaica more than any other country, and I consider it my home. This is a place of confidence with a vibrant and proud character. And Mona echoes that spirit of forever, forward ever, and a backward never. Even when things have been tough and enrollment figures have fallen, Jamaicans have always put education first. Mona has the highest enrollment in the entire university. For the past 5 years, Mona has graduated over 3,000 students every year. And this year, 3,356 of you are joining the ranks of the UWI graduates. You will find fellow graduates in every walk of life, in Jamaica and on every island of the West Indies, and many in places of influence throughout the world. Approach them with the confidence that as fellow alumni, they will welcome you and assist you in whatever way they can. You are now part of the UWI family. Use it to your advantage. This phase of your life now comes to a close. Another begins. You are now about to set off on the greatest of adventures. What you make of it is entirely in your hands. You will be limited only by your imagination. I advise you to dream big and aim high. The only regrets that you are likely to have in life are not the things you have done, but the things that you have wanted to do and never did. You are now independent. You have the tools to make your way in the world. You have completed this phase of your formal education and will soon have that piece of paper for which you have toiled so hard. That piece of paper, in of itself, is of little consequence. What is of immense value is the education which you have obtained from attending university. The ability to think critically, to learn, to reason, is a far greater asset than any material possession. It is something that can never be lost or taken from you, and it should be the foundation upon which you build your life. Do not allow anyone to tell you that you cannot achieve your ambition or discourage you from pursuing your dreams. Walk away from that advice. Believe in yourself. Go follow your dreams. There will always be obstacles, but you will overcome them. An example is Senator Floyd Morris, who yesterday was conferred a PhD from the Faculty of Social Sciences. He is one of 8 visually impaired students who are graduating this year. He did not sit his high school exams. He did not sit his high school exams because his sight had failed. He was miserable. In his words, most of my friends had moved on, and I was all alone at home in Bailey's Vale, wondering what would be my future. I realized that if I stayed at home for the remainder of my life, poverty and sickness would set in. Uprooting himself from his home, he sought help, moved to Kingston, poor but determined. He overcame the obstacle. He is an inspiration to us all. You must become assured of yourself and not be afraid of change. The world is changing before our eyes. This makes it an exciting place, full of possibilities, a place where you can make your dreams come true. Technology is shrinking the world and allowing individuals to think and act globally. Data allows us to find small groups of customers who we can serve, or like-minded people who we can work with scattered across the globe. To be successful, you have to be curious, to communicate well, and to be a team player. Curiosity is probably the most important trait in building a career. You must turn every stone looking for information and opportunity. Every person you meet in life, whether it be an higgler or a professor, has a lesson to teach you. Approach every encounter with an open mind and as a learning experience. As the world changes, you will become more connected. You will need to communicate more easily with people from different cultures and backgrounds. You must work on developing this skill. The complexity of this new digital world opens up many previously unavailable. This is another learned skill which you need to acquire and develop. You should search out people with this skill and learn from them. As an educated West Indian, you hold a responsibility to provide assistance to those who have not been as fortunate as you. I would encourage each of you to mentor a young person who, without your help, will fail. That way, you will make our communities stronger and our societies better. As the poet has said, the greatness of a person is not in how much wealth they acquire, but in their integrity and their ability to affect those around them positively. Your graduation is a time to rejoice, to celebrate your success with your family and friends. It represents a crossroad in your life and in the lives of your parents, your guardians, and those who have played a part in getting you to this point. Those who supported you on this journey have much to be proud of today. This is as much their success as it is yours. Never underestimate the huge contribution that your family and friends make to your success. We should reflect for a moment on the damage that has been done to our sister islands as a consequence of Hurricanes Irma and Maria. It reminds us of how susceptible we are to climate change and natural disasters. On this campus, the combined heat and power plant will reduce energy cost, and more importantly, greenhouse gas emissions by 16%. The new Mona well means that the campus can finally control its own water supply. A huge improvement for which your principal, Professor MacDonald, and his team must be given credit. These are steps in the right direction, but each of us must do what is within our power to reduce our carbon footprint in order to protect our islands from climate change. Do not fall in the trap of believing that as an individual you cannot make a difference. You are inheriting the problems and the blessings of your country. We did not educate you to maintain the status quo, but to light a fire in your heart so that you will do a better job than my generation ever did. The responsibility is now yours to shoulder. Today, as a graduate of this university, you are a proud West Indian. Be prepared to give to your community, to your country, and your region. You have the power, the ability, and the opportunity to build the country of your dreams. I will close by wishing you happiness and success in whatever path you choose to follow. Always remember, we little, but we Talawa. I will now read the preamble to the graduation ceremony. We are met today in order that we may mark, by a formal ceremony, the entry of certain of our members into the company of graduates and the academic achievement of others. As a university, we are an academic society of undergraduates, bachelors, masters, and doctors, and we follow the academic tradition in the pursuit of knowledge and the encouragement of learning, purposes which are laid down in the preamble of the Royal Charter, by which we have been granted the powers needful for the prosecution of our affairs. In pursuing these aims, our members advance from time to time to a higher standing in the academic community, and it is proper that as a body we should celebrate their achievement. It is marked by the granting of a degree or diploma or license or certificate, and we rejoice with our graduates on their achievement.
Chancellor, I now ask the public orator, Dr. Michael Buckner, to present Mr. Wesly J. Hall, whom the Senate and the Council of the University have been pleased to recommend for the award of the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa.
Chancellor, these days when you think of narratives of migration, you might conjure up the return narrative with disturbing images of the deportation of young black men back to their land of birth. Or you might think of the lament narrative registered in the plaintive strains by the rivers of Babylon, where we sat down, and there we wept when we remember Zion. That is a song the public orator refuses to sing in this ceremony. No sad songs are allowed at this moment because we are afforded a different travel narrative today. This story is one of triumph when we trace the extraordinary achievement of our honorary graduate. And as exceptional as this singular story is, it is an exceptionalism spread abroad in the heart of the Jamaican people. The story reaffirms the truism: your beginnings do not define your destinations, even as it simultaneously recognizes that journeys of struggle can themselves be sources of success. The symbolic interpretation of the colors of the Jamaican flag reiterates this sentiment. Quote, hardships there are, but the land is green and the sun shineth. Chancellor, on this very special occasion, you will hear the account of a young man who grew up with his grandmother in Jamaica. Yes, grown with him granny, who subsequently migrates to Canada, equipped primarily with his native intelligence, innovativeness, and his desire to work hard, and bolstered by focus, indefatigability, and a faith in himself to achieve, and who becomes a billion-dollar superstar in the stratosphere of big business. Chancellor, I present to you one who moved from the sugar belt of Golden Grove, St. Thomas, to the financial borough of Bay Street, Toronto, the businessman, financial advisor, innovator, entrepreneur, chief executive officer and founder of Kingsdale Shareholder Services, the man dubbed one of Canada's, quote, most influential power brokers, Mr. Wesly Lloyd Jr. Hall. When Hall recalls his childhood in Golden Grove, a place that had less shine or auroral splendor than one might would expect with that name, it is a frank recollection of struggle, stoicism, and some trauma. There is no doubt that his early life was filled with difficulties, and he does not sugarcoat that past. Yet one of his enduring memories was the absolute certainty of his granny's love. He tells the story best. Quote, my grandmother, he reports, taught me to work hard, be disciplined, and to take care of those who can't take care of themselves. She taught me how to be a man. His grandmother, quote, who would wake up every morning at 4 a.m. and do her best to piece a life together, remains an inspiration, and her photograph has pride of place in his corporate office. Those lessons he learned in that tough environment developed in him qualities he put to good use when his father filed for him and he migrated to Canada on September 27, 1985. There he completed high school and entered Centennial College of Applied Arts and Technology, where he completed a non-certified course in accounting and finance. Because he enjoyed school and learning so much, he went on to take the law clerk's program at the same institution. And just like that, he started his journey in the business world. Beginning his work life as a junior mailroom clerk at one of Canada's most illustrious business law firms, he then worked as a law clerk at the media company CanWest Global before becoming a relationship manager at CIBC Mellon, and then becoming business development and sales manager at Georgeson, Canada. It was there he recognized the enormous potential in proxy war advising and founded Kingsdale Shareholder Services. And the rest, as they say, was billion-dollar business merger history. As he notes, quote, we are the dominant player in our market with a 90% market share, and the firm I left is now out of business in Canada. With focused determination, he led Kingsdale to an unmatched track record of success. So much so that some of the biggest companies in North America became his clients. Air Canada, Barrick, BHP Billiton, Citigroup, CN, CP, Encana, Goldcorp, Talisman, Suncor, and Sprott. His company led some of the highest profile deals and proxy contests in North America, including Enbridge's $37 billion merger with Spectra Energy, Agrium and Potash Corp, $36 million merger, Petro-Canada's $19 billion merger with Suncor Energy, and Tim Hortons' $12.5 billion merger with Burger King. While the bold numbers offer one kind of story of success, equally important are the benevolent citations from his peers. One such evaluation reads, quote, "Wes has a track record of building great companies, but more importantly, building great teams of people," unquote. Other work colleagues characterize him as someone who is, quote, "ahead of his field," as one who is not afraid to, quote, "challenge the experts," and as a person with a consistency of character, quote, "Wes of the past is Wes of the present," unquote. What is also clear from his account of starting out on his own is that ability to pay attention to trends and needs in the marketplace. At that time, Hall saw that activists and target regimes needed high-level advice and coaching in shareholder disputes. In this regard, what is important is forecasting, near prophesying the future, which does not really involve clairvoyance, but keeping a careful and clear eye trained on what lies ahead. After over 20 years of experience in shareholder communications and corporate governance, Wes Hall has emerged as one of Canada's most important power brokers in proxy wars, shareholder advisory services, and merger negotiations. He has expanded his business and now has offices in Toronto, New York, and Vancouver. Chancellor, beyond being an extraordinary entrepreneur and a consistent innovator, he's also a generous philanthropist. As a director of Sick Kids Foundation in Toronto, for example, he has donated over $1 million to medical care for children and set up a fund to help 5-year-old Jamaican boy Kenrick Bogle receive medical help at the Toronto Hospital for Sick Children. According to reports, quote, "the boy has been hospitalized since birth at the Bustamante Hospital for Children with an abnormal connection between the trachea and the esophagus. He can't walk, talk, or eat on his own because of the condition," unquote. As a director of Capitalize for Kids since 2014, Wes has helped to raise over $4 million for an initiative that engages the investing community to support life-changing children's brain and mental health programs. With such an illustrious career, he has provided expertise to a number of boards. He has been former chairman of the board of Difference Capital Financial, former director of Equity Financial Holdings Incorporated, Longford Energy, Wellgreen Platinum Limited, and the Exempt Market Dealers Association of Canada. He has graced the cover of Report on Business, and he's a regular feature in financial magazines and newspapers, such as the Globe and Mail, the Financial Post, the Wall Street Journal, and seen regularly on such programs as Business News Network and Bloomberg TV. Wes Hall holds the ICDD Institute of Corporate Directors Director designation, which acknowledges his lifelong commitment to excellence in the boardroom, a desire to stay current and to be a more effective director. Other achievements include being named the Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year in 2009 and the recipient of the UWI Vice Chancellor's Award for Excellence in 2015. Already his inspiring life has been captured in a documentary entitled Wes, made by a young student at Rice University in 2016. And he has been ranked number 42 of the 50 most influential business people in Canada. Wes Hall is a man motivated, minted, and married. He's an exemplary corporate citizen who is not just fueled by the need to make money, but inflamed with the desire to build community, to validate other modes of learning, Chancellor, and to recognize the extraordinary, inspiring life before us. Let us welcome this gentleman into the halls of academia, and by exercising the power vested in you by the Council and Senate of the University of the West Indies, to confer on Wesly Lloyd Jr. Hall the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
By the authority vested in me by the Senate and Council of the University of the West Indies, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa of the university. Congratulations. I now invite Dr. Wesly Hall to address the company.
I feel so important today. And when I hear those kind words, it actually makes me feel that, wow, nothing is impossible. But when you look at the journey, and if you have the opportunity to look at the documentary, you'll see the journey, you'll see really indeed that nothing is impossible. I'm hoping that my speech this evening will really give some good appreciation for those kind words, and I hope that I also leave you with some inspiration. I know that when some of you here today heard the name Wes Hall that's going to be here to get this award, especially the parents among us, you dressed up in your Sunday best and you expected to see the great cricketer Wes Hall. I'm sorry to disappoint you. But I live my life to make him proud. And there's times when I go to the airport in Barbados and I get ushered through because of my namesake, so I take appreciation for that for sure. To Chancellor Robert Bermudez, faculty, esteemed guests, parents, guardians, friends, and the graduates of one of the greatest universities in the world, you have accomplished something I never did, which is graduate from university. So really I'm here today to address you, the graduates. I want to say, first of all, congratulations to every single one of you. Pat yourself on the back. So I can tell you that I am really an unlikely person to be addressing this audience today. 20 years ago, no one would have thought that anyone, let alone this esteemed group, would want to hear anything that Wes Hall, the Wes Hall, would have to say. But here I am, and here you are listening to me. So today, I want to share with you a little bit about my journey and what I've learned. And hopefully when I'm finished, I'll leave you a little bit inspired when you leave today. Now, after my introduction, you're probably going to still wonder, what is it that this guy do for a living? And how does he make his money? And I can tell you that oftentimes Fortune 500 CEOs ask the same questions as well. But yet they pay my bill and I'm happy. I don't have to, as long as I get results and they're happy, I continue doing what I do. So in short, to think about it, when a company, for example, is launching a hostile takeover bid, and they wanted to buy a company to become bigger, they generally call me, whether it be a North American company or a company from outside Canada or the US, they call me and ask for help. How do I make this deal happen? If you have an activist investor, such as a guy like Carl Icahn or Bill Ackman, and they would like to replace a board of a company that's underperforming, and they want to know how to get it done, they would call me to do that. So that's what I do. So how did a guy from St. Thomas, Golden Grove, Jamaica, in the barracks of the sugarcane plantations, actually end up on Bay Street doing this job for a living? So I'm going to hopefully give you some thoughts on the journey and how I got there. Now, as you listen to me today, I want you to keep in mind the quote by Jim Rohn. And Jim is a renowned business philosopher, and here's what he had to say. He says, formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. Many people are going to have tools to be prosperous, but fail. Many will have the opportunities to be great, but never take them. Many people will say they want to succeed, but they'll never be successful. Others will have none of these advantages, but they'll do great things. Why is that? I'm here to warn you about the person who posed the single greatest threat to your success, you. Most people limit themselves, but when they remove those limits, their potential is limitless. Now, don't let this Canadian accent fool you. I grew up in St. Thomas, as I said, Golden Grove, the neighborhood that some of you may have known or yourselves come from. It's a place where it's hopeless. People are very poor. They don't have food. They don't have electricity. They don't have refrigerators. It's similar to many places that you see as you go around and walk around Jamaica, and you look at these people, and in some cases, you really feel sad for their plight in life. Well, that's the neighborhood that I came from. And what I'm telling you is that when you see those people, don't feel sad for them. You need to feel, how can I help these people to get to that next stage, that next level? Perhaps like you, I was part of a typical Jamaican family. One where you have many different brothers and sisters, many different fathers, and your own father moves on. I have 14 half-brothers and sisters, but I was raised by my grandmother with some of my siblings and cousins in that very thin shack in Jamaica. And it's actually, if you go to St. Thomas and you drive by, these literal places are tin roofs with, again, no electricity, no plumbing, and so on. Well, that's where I was raised. No mother, no father at the time, just my grandmother. The one advantage I have over other kids was love. I had a grandmother who loved me very, very much. She was my role model. We had very little food and even less money. My grandmother would wake up early in the morning at 4 a.m. and do her best to piece together life for all of us. On a lot of days, she didn't really have enough food for herself. She would drink some tea, she would go to bed hungry, and she would get up at 4 a.m. and start her day all over again. She taught me to work hard. She taught me to be disciplined and to take care of those who can't take care of themselves. She, in essence, taught me how to be a man. When I was 11 years old, my mother returned. Out of nowhere, she showed up and she informed my grandmother that she was going to take me to live with her in the city in Maypen. Now, you have to understand that at 11 years old, while my birth certificate said this was my mother, I didn't know this person. I remembered being incredibly sad, being taken away from my grandmother, the only mother I knew. She was mama to all of us. I couldn't understand why me, and not my other siblings was chosen. I later found out that it was because my dad, who is here in the audience today, who was living in Canada at the time, had been providing child support and was insisting that my mother take me to live with her. After living with my mother, her husband and two step-siblings that I had never met prior, and after years of physical abuse at the hands of both my mother and my stepfather, my mother threw me out at 13 years old to fend for myself. I was on my own and left with nothing but the clothes on my back and a handbag to look after myself. Eventually, when I was 16, my birth father, a factory worker, tracked me down, and I moved to Canada to live with him and another family I did not know prior. Living with my dad, I really learned the same thing that I saw with my grandmother. I saw a man that got up before the sun was up. He would go to work in that factory, and he would say to us that, never ever call me if you get in trouble at school, because you're gonna get in more trouble. And we never did that, because if my dad missed 1 minute of work, we would pay for it dearly. And when you think about the culture that we have in Jamaica, why is it that we're not known for that culture? Why is it that we're not known for working hard and dedication and commitment and showing up on time? And why is it that when it rains, we think it's kryptonite? And even the people working inside don't show up to work. Why is that? We need to have that work ethic like my grandmother had. Now, when I was 18 years old, you got to understand I was 16. From 13 to 16, I kind of fend for myself in Jamaica. I worked in packing breads at night, washing trucks and vehicles and stuff like that to make a living. So when I went to Canada at 16, and my dad said, you know, you got to come home at 3:20 when the school is finished at 3:15. Your school is only 5 minutes away. You can't hang out with your friends. Man, that was tough. We said, listen, you got to come home and you got to have dinner at a certain time with me and the family. And you got to tell us your day was. That was tough. Those structure, the things that my dad tried to do for me was tough. And guess what I did? As a brash 18-year-old, I packed my bags and I snuck out at night and I moved out. And I moved out on my own. And as you know, Jamaican parents, you know, when you move out like that, what they say to you? When you're gone, now come back, you know. And I knew that I couldn't come back. Once that door is closed, it's closed for good. Now, here I am on my own again. What am I going to do for a living? I got a job as a dishwasher in a restaurant. I got a place in a rooming house with all these other people. And I worked hard to finish high school. Years later, I regretted making that decision because I realized what my dad was trying to do for me. At the time, my dad had friends who had kids that they brought up from Jamaica, and they were in jail. They were deported. They were involved in drugs and alcohol. And my dad said, that will never happen to one of my children. You will not spoil the good name of the hall. So here I am trying to piece together a living for myself. And what I needed was the discipline to follow the direction that my father wanted me to follow. I just didn't have the discipline to follow it. Now let me pause here for a minute and take a little poll of people in the audience. And don't be afraid to put your hand up. So let's say you wanted a job at Google as a software engineer, for example, and you were given the job to work in the mailroom of Google. How many of you people will put your hand up and say, I'll take that job? So there's about 3,000 people in the room, and probably about 15 hands went up. You ever hear the expression about the fox in the hen house? My grandmother taught me that. When the fox is waiting to go in the hen house, he doesn't say, let me in when I can get that juicy hen in the corner. The fox just wants to get in the hen house, and the rest is up to the fox. See, after graduating from high school, I found a job in a mailroom as a mail clerk at one of the top law firms in Canada. And while I was working there, I took those courses that was mentioned earlier at night to get whatever education, and the company actually paid for that. Now, I have to tell you, I didn't really exactly fit into the mailroom. When I went to the mailroom, I wore a suit and a tie. and everybody else was wearing jeans and t-shirt. And they would laugh at me. And I said, what's wrong with you guys? People are going to think you're a lawyer. And I said, yeah, I want them to think that. As the expression goes, fake it until you make it. From there, I was given another opportunity at one of Canada's largest television stations. I was hired for a job I didn't know how to do. Richard Branson once quoted as saying, if someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, say yes. Then learn how to do it later. That was me. That was my approach. Nothing that was on that job description I knew how to do. And the persons interviewing me knew that. And they offered me the job anyway. Who am I to say no? As my career grew, I eventually identified an opportunity to do something no one else had ever done before. I was working for a company that was a dominant player in their industry. Think of them as the BlackBerry of the shareholder advisor business. Does anyone know who BlackBerry is? BlackBerry is a great Canadian company that is just a shallow of itself today, right? You can get a BlackBerry for $100, an Apple for $1,000, but people are buying the $1,000 Apple. Why is that? Because they allowed their business to be disrupted because they took their eye off the ball. So that company that I was with took their eye off the ball, and I saw an opportunity to disrupt their business by starting something new. I believe that there was an opportunity for a new business model if someone was just willing to take the risk, and I felt that I would be that person to do it. Now at this time, you got to understand I was a young dad. We had 3 kids. My wife and I have 5 currently, and only 3 are here today. The other 2 are not in the will, so they didn't show up. No, I'm sorry. No, they have other plans. You know, you got to also understand that you know, diapers for 3 kids are very expensive. They only do 2 things: they eat, and the other thing. And I can tell you that when you're having that many 3 kids under 3 years old, paychecks don't really go very far. So we're living from paycheck to paycheck, and we're helping pay the rest of our bills by overdraft from our bank account. So I sat down and wrote this business plan. So I have this great idea. I'm going to start this new business that nobody ever heard about, and I'm going to disrupt this market that everybody felt that these guys were so good at what they do. So I modeled what I thought the business would look like, how I would be different from the incumbent, and who I thought would do business with me. Supremely confident in that business model, I took the business plan to the bank and I said to them, I need some financing. Guess what? They gave me a lot of money. No, they didn't. Every single one of them said, no, good luck to you. Even some of those ones that I do business with today are saying that, boy, you were lucky a few years ago. But they wouldn't back it. Eventually, I found one bank that would give me a line of credit only if I secured it against my home. I took that proposal home to pitch it to my wife, Christine, who is here. I had kids. I had a relatively good job. I was living a life I could not even envision 10 years earlier, and I could lose it all. But knowing I was going to get to do something I loved, Christine said, let's do it, and 2003 Kingsdale Advisors was born. So you can see the theme so far. I had 2 incredibly great women in my life, my grandmother and my wife. And they really helped me to shape my life and my future. Now, after I started the company, the CEO and my former boss from my old company told me face to face, point blank, I am going to put you out of business. And he started to undermine me at every opportunity. Now, the people I thought would join me didn't, because they were too comfortable and they were happy with where they were. And you're going to hear me use this word a few times, comfort. And you're going to understand what it means to get outside your comfort zone throughout this presentation. But because I was unwilling to let others determine my future, and for me, failure was not an option, my team of one grew, and we put deals after deals together. So today, we're the dominant player in the market. We have a 90% market share, and the firm I left that vowed to put me out of business, they're now out of business today. I live by this quote by Mark Twain: "Keep away from people who try to belittle your ambitions." Small people always do that, but the really great ones make you feel that you too can become great. So what does this mean to you, our graduates? Opportunity is not something that will be handed to you on a silver platter. It will not be given to you easily. That only happens in the movies. It is something that you have to create. Life is about action. Success is about leaving your comfort zone. Everything that you've accomplished to this point is because you have taken action. The choice you have now, as you get ready to leave this place, is this where my story ends, or is this where it begins? Will you be a passive role player or a tragic victim in the story of your life, or will you be the hero? Dreams don't happen because we want them to. If success were easy, we would live in a world of billionaire celebrities with PhDs walking around. Let me do another poll here. Now, how many of you want to be successful? Now, I expect to see every single hand in this room put their hand up. Not everyone, okay. Because success is defined in different ways, not just money. Let me tell you why. I'm here to tell you that many of you, like most people in the world, only kind of want to be successful. They don't want to be successful as much as they want to be comfortable. They don't want to be successful as much as they want to party, or golf, or sleep. The myth of being successful is that there's an aha moment, and all of a sudden, you become successful. Again, only in the movies. There's no such thing as an overnight success. It's a myth. We see it in the movies all the time. The truth is, success is a series of little decisions and little moments where you piece them together and you move beyond your comfort zone, all strung together. You can choose to stay in bed a little longer. You can choose not to read that extra chapter. You can choose to take time off work. And you know what? Your life will be fine. But you will never achieve greatness. By virtue of the fact that you're standing here about to receive your diploma, you have all skills that leads you to be successful, only if you let yourself. Fear, self-doubt, anxiety, and uncertainty will be part of your life. The good news is you can choose how much or how little. You can choose a life within the bounds of those four walls, or you can choose to say that those four walls, fear, doubt, anxiety, and uncertainty, are foundations upon which you will build to realize your full potential. There are no barriers on your journey, only self-doubt. Yes, there are speed bumps and challenges, but the only barrier that you can truly stop you is you. Rid yourself of self-doubt. Your life, like my life, will not be a straight path. Don't confuse your goal with your path. The process is not the same as the outcome. As much as we may want to, we cannot control our path. We can only control our response and action on that path, where we end up and how happy we are when we get there. I want to close by extending this thinking about a proactive life with no limits, from your professional life to your personal life. When you see problems like poverty, inequality, and illness, I want you to see solutions others don't. Act where others won't. Don't say that the problem is too big or the challenge is too unrewarding to take on. Don't wait for someone else to do something. Break the inertia and take control. As you leave here, you'll be pressured to make good, responsible, pragmatic decisions. Don't. Make decisions that take you outside your comfort zone. Make decisions that let you go to sleep at night feeling like you have rewarded and did something meaningful that day. A string of those days lead to a rewarding life. Now that you have your degree, you can say mission accomplished and settle in the logical course your life should take. Or you can say, I want to leave my mark on my community, on my country, on my world. If your name is not yet on a building, it could be. If a medical procedure isn't named after you yet, it could be. If the world doesn't remember you yet, well, it's up to you. Thank you.
The university singers will now perform.
Thank God I've made Jesus my all in all. From now on his name I'm surely gonna call. And if I don't trust him, I'll be less than a woman, 'cause I can't even walk without you holding my hand. Can't even walk without you holding my hand. Lord, the mountain is too high and the valley it is too wide.
Chancellor, the persons whose names will be called studied in the University of the West Indies and having fulfilled the requirements of the University of the West Indies, beg leave to be presented to you and the Senate of the University by the representatives of their faculty as Bachelors of Science or Bachelors of Medicine and Bachelors of Surgery or Bachelors of Medical Sciences or Basic Medical Sciences or Nursing or Physical Therapy or Diagnostic Imaging or Doctors of Dental Surgery or Doctors of Veterinary Medicine of the University of the West Indies. Sir, the Dean of the Faculty of Medicine, Dr. Tomlin Paul.
Sir, my colleagues and I ask you to receive as graduate members of our society these persons present, who, having fulfilled the requirements of the university, have been admitted to the degree of Doctor of Dental Surgery, or Doctor of Veterinary Medicine, or Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery, or Bachelor of Medical Sciences, or Basic Medical Sciences, or Bachelor of Science, Diagnostic Imaging, or Nursing, or Physical Therapy of this university.
By the authority vested in me, I receive these persons whose names are about to be called, and those who are unable to attend, as graduate members of our society.
Sir, for the degree of Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery, I present Lerone Ainsworth with honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Stefania Ajo with honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Tiffany Anderson.
Congratulations, well done.
Jade Arscott.
Congratulations.
King Oing.
Congratulations.
Dane Allen.
Congratulations.
Kerry Bailey.
Congratulations.
Orain Bailey.
Congratulations.
Trina Bailey.
Congratulations.
Angelica Baker.
Congratulations.
Navindra Baldeo.
Congratulations.
Janelle Barnes.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Shellyanne Barnes.
Congratulations.
Mark Strina Barnett.
Congratulations.
Natoya Bent with honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Jason Blackstock.
Congratulations.
Shamion Blake.
Congratulations.
Shanice Bennett with honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Aldine Bloomfield with honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Jason Bowen.
Congratulations.
Rochelle Bradford with honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Delai Bravo.
Congratulations.
Leon Briggs.
Congratulations.
Onelia Brooks.
Congratulations.
Kanita Brown.
Congratulations.
Cordial Brown.
Congratulations.
Chantel Brown.
Congratulations.
Stacian Brown.
Congratulations.
Stephen Brown.
Congratulations.
Trudine Brown with honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Valrita Brown.
Congratulations.
Craig Bryan with honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Asher Buchan.
Congratulations.
Giovanni Buckley.
Congratulations.
Shakoy Bulgen.
Congratulations.
Cardine Cameron.
Congratulations.
Gillian Campbell.
Congratulations.
Javel Campbell with distinction.
Congratulations. Very well done. Very well done indeed.
Tiffany Campbell.
Congratulations.
John Mark Chambers with honors.
Congratulations. Well done.
Philip Charles.
Congratulations.
Kofi Chase.
Congratulations.
Amanda Cherry.
Congratulations.
Alison Chin.
Congratulations.
Nicole Chin.
Congratulations.
Brittany Chung.
Congratulations.
Chadwick Clark.
Congratulations.
Chantel Clark.
Congratulations.
Ian Clark with honors.
Congratulations. Well done.
Kristen Clark.
Congratulations.
Orlando Clark.
Congratulations.
Christina Collins with honors.
Congratulations. Well done.
Dominic Crandon with distinction.
Congratulations. Very well done.
Nathan Crawford.
Congratulations.
Candice Daly.
Congratulations.
Carrington Delahaye.
Congratulations.
Husani Desland.
Congratulations.
Oje Dixon.
Congratulations.
Garvin Duggan.
Congratulations.
Warren Dunn.
Congratulations.
Shanice Ebanks.
Congratulations.
Anthony Ferguson.
Congratulations.
Kimberly Ferguson.
Congratulations.
Christina Fung.
Congratulations.
Janelle Forrest with honors.
Congratulations. Well done.
Janelle Foster.
Congratulations.
Peter Gay Fraser.
Congratulations.
David Frey.
Congratulations.
Chantal Gardner with honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Coretta Gervais.
Congratulations.
Angeline Gordon.
Congratulations.
Anya Gordon White.
Congratulations.
Regina Graham.
Congratulations.
Victoria Green with honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Chantal Hamilton.
Congratulations.
Adam Hanna.
Congratulations.
Brianna Harris.
Congratulations.
Kiran Harrising.
Congratulations.
Shanika Hazel with honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Timothy Henry with distinction.
Congratulations, very well done.
Monique Hope.
Congratulations.
Joel Houston.
Congratulations.
Hashake Hodlin.
Congratulations.
Damian Hunter.
Congratulations.
Edmund Ellis.
Congratulations.
Akeem Jackson.
Congratulations.
Duncan Jackson with honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Serena Jagannath.
Congratulations.
Janelle Jarrett.
Congratulations.
Simone Jarrett with distinction.
Congratulations, very well done.
Joseph Kelly with honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Phaedria Keppel.
Congratulations.
Shanali Lawson Barnes.
Congratulations.
Adam Lee with honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Prasann Levy with honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Mishka Lewis.
Congratulations.
Travis Little.
Congratulations.
Ashia Lavelle.
Congratulations.
Decima Martin.
Congratulations.
Desria Main.
Congratulations.
Kem Maria McCook with distinction.
Congratulations, very well done.
Tiffany McFarlane.
Congratulations.
Carlton Miller with honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Tony Melbourne.
Congratulations.
Kristen McKenzie with honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Sonia McKenzie.
Congratulations.
Lindsay Miller.
Congratulations.
Kevin Mills.
Congratulations.
Tisson Minto.
Congratulations.
Daniel Moody.
Congratulations.
Ricardo Morgan with honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Stephanie Mullings.
Congratulations.
Jabari Monroe with honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Justine Murphy.
Congratulations.
Andre Nepal.
Congratulations.
Wang Yi Ing with honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Justina Ogilvy.
Congratulations.
Tominino Okunlola with honors.
Congratulations, well done.
O'Daniel O'Sullivan with honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Jade Murray.
Congratulations.
Anna K. Palmer with distinction.
Congratulations, very well done.
Victoria Palmer.
Congratulations.
Erlene Pemberton.
Congratulations.
Franco Pencil.
Congratulations.
Kelly Prasad with honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Nikisha Phillips.
Congratulations.
Peter Gay Phillips.
Congratulations.
Javion Plunkett with honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Alicia Polak with honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Romado Polion Henry.
Congratulations.
Kevoy Reed with honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Tigana Puria.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Monique Pusey.
Congratulations.
Taralee Ramsey.
Congratulations.
Chanel Reed.
Congratulations.
Stacey Ann Reed.
Congratulations.
Malake Richards with honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Bennett Nicole Richards.
Congratulations.
Stacey Ann Roach.
Congratulations.
Andre Roberts with distinction.
Congratulations, very well done.
Raheem Robertson.
Congratulations.
Shanice Robinson.
Congratulations.
Nakia Samuda.
Congratulations.
Javon Samuels.
Congratulations.
Tremar Samuels with honors.
Congratulations. Well done.
Sanjita Saw.
Congratulations.
Georgette Scarrett.
Congratulations.
Anicia Slowly.
Congratulations.
Ashley Smichael with honors.
Congratulations. Well done.
Stephen Smith with honors.
Congratulations. Well done.
Felice Smith.
Congratulations.
Chrysania Marie Salto.
Congratulations.
Shavar South with honors.
Congratulations. Well done.
Omar Spence.
Congratulations.
Alana Stamp.
Congratulations.
Nikisha Stevenson.
Congratulations.
Simone Stewart.
Congratulations.
Adian Sutherland with honors.
Congratulations. Well done.
Rana Tate.
Congratulations.
Dania Taylor.
Congratulations.
Misuni Taylor.
Congratulations.
Brandon Tenfa.
Congratulations.
Daniel Thomas.
Congratulations.
Donilo Thomas.
Congratulations.
Jason Thomas.
Congratulations.
Shadane Thompson.
Congratulations.
Ashley Thompson Edwards with honors.
Congratulations. Well done.
Tanya Thompson.
Congratulations.
Alastia Thompson with honors.
Congratulations. Well done.
Christina Townsend.
Congratulations.
Dana Virtue.
Congratulations.
Chanel Voisin.
Congratulations.
Rochelle Walker.
Congratulations.
Carl Watkins.
Congratulations.
Everett Watson.
Congratulations.
Daniela Webby.
Congratulations.
Sean Wheatle.
Congratulations.
Shalisa Williams.
Congratulations.
Shasha Marie Williams.
Congratulations.
Errol Wilson.
Congratulations.
Jonathan Wilson.
Congratulations.
Anetta Wishart.
Congratulations.
Giovanna Witter with honors.
Congratulations. Well done.
Ramon Winter.
Congratulations.
Sir, for the degree of Doctor of Veterinary Medicine from the St. Augustine campus, I present Vanessa Green with honors.
Congratulations. Well done.
Sir, for the degree of Doctor of Dental Surgery, I present Nain Ong.
Congratulations.
Christy Bow. Danielle Charles.
Congratulations.
Rochelle Esdale.
Congratulations.
Xavier Francis.
Congratulations.
Michelle Ann Gabadon.
Congratulations.
Gracian Gordon.
Congratulations.
Marlene Innes.
Congratulations.
Michelia Meredith.
Congratulations.
Alexia Munoz.
Congratulations.
Janelle Pesher.
Congratulations.
Zoshia Redhead.
Congratulations.
Anike Salazar.
Congratulations.
Thea Stapleton.
Congratulations.
Russell Thompson.
Congratulations.
Philip Wisdom.
Congratulations.
Tony Marie Small with honors from the St. Augustine campus.
Congratulations. Well done.
Sir, for the degree of Bachelor of Basic Medical Sciences, I present Chantal Beckford.
Congratulations.
Carvel Besley.
Congratulations.
Vanessa Blackstock.
Congratulations.
Preston Bogle, first class honors.
Congratulations. Very well done.
Demario Brown.
Congratulations.
Alexander Carrington.
Congratulations.
Chanel Dixon.
Congratulations.
Trishona Ellis.
Congratulations. Crystalie Frith. Congratulations. Mario Golding. Congratulations. Natasha Haber with first class honors. Congratulations, very well done. Aisha Hemmings. Congratulations. Khadija Henry. Congratulations. Felicia Henry. Congratulations. Shanique Lennon. Congratulations. Misha Mirage. Congratulations. Tiamoy Cameron. Congratulations. Cheyenne Prendergrass with first class honors. Congratulations, very well done. Monique Silvero. Congratulations. Brian Sinclair with first class honors. Congratulations, very well done. Tia Thomas. Congratulations. Anthony Webley. Congratulations. Ashley Weller with first class honors. Congratulations, very well done. Sir, for the degree Bachelor of Science Diagnostic Imaging, I present Oriva Akponkin with first class honors. Congratulations, very well done. Joni Anderson, first class honors. Congratulations, very well done. Odell Bailey. Congratulations. Semoya Chang. Congratulations. Shamar Coburn with first class honors. Congratulations, very well done. Kayan Edwards. Congratulations. Ashley Ellington. Congratulations. Legia Gordon with first class honors. Congratulations, very well done. Shelby Graham. Congratulations. Shanique Hall. Congratulations. Sharwin Hutchinson. Congratulations. Nicholas Johnson. Congratulations. Shadeen Carr with first class honors. Congratulations, very well done. Ashley Ann McLaughlin with first class honors. Congratulations, well done. Shanice Moffat. Congratulations. Dana Morgan with first class honors. Congratulations, very well done. Ranjay Osborne. Congratulations. Marcia Ramsey with first class honors. Congratulations, very well done. Antoinette Reed. Congratulations. Chantal Roden
with first-class honors.
Congratulations, very well done.
Acalia Spence with first-class honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Andriana Thompson.
Congratulations.
Jamie Thompson with first-class honors.
Congratulations, very well done.
Trishana Wellington.
Congratulations.
Jordern Williams with first-class honors.
Congratulations, very well done.
Otis Wright.
Congratulations.
Sir, for the degree Bachelor of Science Nursing, I present Kashain Absalam.
Congratulations.
Nima Affleck.
Congratulations.
Kanisha Allen.
Congratulations.
Kayan Ambersley.
Congratulations.
Emmy Amble.
Congratulations.
Kamoy Anderson.
Congratulations.
Jody Anderson.
Congratulations.
Shannon Anderson.
Congratulations.
Tamar Anglin.
Congratulations.
Kimon Artry.
Congratulations.
Cassian Baker.
Congratulations.
Naveen Belnavis.
Congratulations.
Janelle Bernard.
Congratulations.
Melissa Betty.
Congratulations.
Nadia Blake.
Congratulations.
Tashna Bloomfield.
Congratulations.
Rohanna Bolton.
Congratulations.
Lawina Boyd.
Congratulations.
Leisha Boyne McLean.
Congratulations.
Carlicia Brown.
Congratulations.
Danielle Brown.
Congratulations.
Janice Brown Donaldson.
Congratulations.
Nadja Brown.
Congratulations.
Shade Brown.
Congratulations.
Stacian Brown.
Congratulations.
Najee Bryan.
Congratulations.
Tiffany Byfield.
Congratulations.
Andrea Campbell.
Congratulations.
Monique Campbell.
Congratulations.
Kadian Chambers.
Congratulations.
Maud Charlton.
Congratulations.
Shanice Clark.
Congratulations.
Tiffany Clark.
Congratulations.
Georgina Clayton.
Congratulations.
Nicolene Clayton.
Congratulations.
Tanise Clayton.
Congratulations.
Elaine Clemetson.
Congratulations.
Donique Codner.
Congratulations.
Kadian Cole.
Congratulations.
Romaine Cummings.
Congratulations.
Brittany Daly.
Congratulations.
Denisha Davis.
Congratulations.
Jonianne Davis.
Congratulations.
Olivia Davis.
Congratulations.
Kimon Dawkins.
Congratulations.
Stephanie Dixon.
Congratulations.
Primrose Dobson.
Congratulations.
Nicolene Douglas.
Congratulations.
Lavon Duffus.
Congratulations.
Janelle Duhaney.
Congratulations.
Tina Edwards.
Congratulations.
Salima Ellington.
Congratulations.
Jordan Emden.
Congratulations.
Camille Ferraro.
Congratulations.
Samantha Forsyth.
Congratulations.
Tamara Foster.
Congratulations.
Janice Francis.
Congratulations.
Sophia Francis.
Congratulations.
Fitzgerald Gale.
Congratulations.
Shalina Gale.
Congratulations.
Stacian Goldburn.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Christina Gooden. Congratulations. Nikisha Gordon. Congratulations. Alicia Grant. Congratulations. Sharona Grant. Congratulations. Nia Green. Congratulations. Abigail Guscott. Congratulations. Carrie-Ann Harriet. Congratulations. Alternate Harris. Congratulations. Norda Hazel. Congratulations. Savine Henry. Congratulations. Thank you. Shanice Henry. Congratulations. Karish Huggins. Congratulations. Rochelle Johnson. Congratulations. Yannick Johnson. Congratulations. Alicia Jones. Congratulations. Lisa Jones. Congratulations. Sashian Kennedy. Congratulations. Kimon Carr. Congratulations. Kadeen Lawrence. Congratulations. Petula Lee. Congratulations. Yashima Bet Lee. Congratulations. Akelia Leslie. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Andrea Lewis. Congratulations. Sion Lindsay. Congratulations. Anastasia Lynch. Janelle Lynch. Congratulations. Nodley Manning. Congratulations. Jacenna Martinez. Congratulations. Alicia McGee. Congratulations. Daliba McIntosh. Congratulations. Sophia Michelin Lemond. Congratulations. Elena Miller. Congratulations.
Shanique Miller.
Congratulations.
Sasha K. Minot.
Congratulations.
Shauna K. Bunuman.
Congratulations.
Kerrigay Mitchell.
Congratulations.
Danielle Morgan.
Congratulations.
Kevin Morrison.
Congratulations.
Chantal Murray.
Congratulations.
Christine Nash.
Congratulations.
Lorianne Newell.
Congratulations.
Yvonne O'Connor.
Congratulations.
Vanessa Ori.
Congratulations.
Shanika Osborne.
Congratulations.
Kristen Parker.
Congratulations.
Shanake Peart.
Congratulations.
Shanice Phillips.
Congratulations.
Petrona Phillips.
Congratulations.
Melissa Pickersgill.
Congratulations.
Sheena Popkin.
Congratulations.
Shamara Pottinger.
Congratulations.
Trisha Powell.
Congratulations.
Stephanie Price.
Congratulations.
Abigail Reed.
Congratulations.
Taisha Pinnock.
Congratulations.
Geraldine Reed.
Congratulations.
Javine Reed.
Congratulations.
Rashane Reed.
Congratulations.
Shanesh Reynolds.
Congratulations.
Monique Richards.
Congratulations.
Risharia Riley.
Congratulations.
Asia Robinson.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Delverne Robinson.
Congratulations.
Onika Roper.
Congratulations.
Camila Rose.
Congratulations.
Shanae Rutherford.
Congratulations.
Rihanna Scott.
Congratulations.
Natalie Shirley.
Congratulations.
Sharika Simmons.
Congratulations.
Shanique Sinclair.
Congratulations.
Heatherly Smalling.
Congratulations.
Terrian Smart.
Congratulations.
Codine Smith.
Congratulations.
Kanisha Smith.
Congratulations.
Shanice Smith.
Congratulations.
Tashi Smith.
Congratulations.
Yannick Smith.
Congratulations.
Anne-Marie Stewart.
Congratulations.
Oshin Siraj.
Congratulations.
Felicia Swaby.
Congratulations.
Jillian Swaby.
Congratulations.
Cecilia Thomas Lord.
Congratulations.
Latoya Thomas.
Congratulations.
Nastasia Thompson.
Congratulations.
Shanice Thompson.
Congratulations.
Shannon Thompson.
Congratulations.
Tony Thompson.
Congratulations.
Rashawn Tummings.
Congratulations.
Olivia Waldron.
Congratulations.
Shaveen Waldron.
Congratulations.
Shaniel Walker.
Congratulations.
Daphne Wallace.
Congratulations.
Marie Wallace.
Congratulations.
Carlene Walters.
Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Ashley Danielle Warren.
Congratulations.
Shamalia Warren Porter.
Congratulations.
Sarah Watson.
Congratulations.
Anisha Watt.
Congratulations.
Kadrina Waugh.
Congratulations.
Paula Welch.
Congratulations.
Raxan Wilby.
Congratulations.
Julie White.
Congratulations.
Kadisha Williams.
Congratulations.
Kanisha Williams.
Congratulations.
Maxine Williams Robinson.
Congratulations.
Sashay Williams.
Congratulations.
Sadine Williams.
Congratulations.
Tanisha Williams.
Congratulations.
Adija Willis.
Congratulations.
Brittany Wilson.
Congratulations.
Charlene Wright.
Congratulations.
Sir, for the degree Bachelor of Science Physical Therapy, I present Siobhan Allen. Siobhan Allen.
Congratulations.
Jamie Barnes.
Congratulations.
Gary Bassilon.
Congratulations.
Jarrell Baird.
Congratulations.
Ashley Gay Bridge Mohan.
Congratulations.
Danielle Brown.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Kimoko Campbell.
Congratulations.
Lamar Campbell.
Congratulations.
Shanique Campbell.
Congratulations.
Joel Carrasquero.
Congratulations.
Aaliyah Daly.
Congratulations.
Anastasia Delfos.
Congratulations.
Dadrian Diaz.
Congratulations.
Venton Edwards.
Congratulations.
Corian French.
Congratulations.
Kristen Fuller.
Congratulations.
Makani Golding.
Congratulations.
Tonian Grant.
Congratulations.
Lamise Hamilton.
Congratulations.
Jared Harris.
Congratulations.
Demoy Henry.
Congratulations.
Jermaine James.
Congratulations.
Bakita Johnson with first class honors.
Congratulations. Well done.
Simone Manderson.
Congratulations.
Fiona Mason.
Congratulations.
Shade McGrowder.
Congratulations.
Stephen Moncrief.
Congratulations.
Josuel Morgan.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Jordan Nemhard.
Congratulations.
Claudine Newell.
Congratulations.
Janelle Powell.
Congratulations.
Tyrone Reed.
Congratulations.
Lisa Gay Stewart.
Congratulations.
Shanique Stewart.
Congratulations.
Romario Townsend.
Congratulations.
Janelle Williams.
Congratulations.
Lionel Winchester.
Congratulations. I now call on the class valedictorian, Dr. Kem Maria McCook, Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery with distinction, to deliver the address.
Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, visiting heads of state, pro-vice chancellors and principals, chairman of campus council, officers of the university, honorary graduates, members of the academic and senior administrative staff, other distinguished guests, family, friends, well-wishers, and the graduating class of 2017. A delightful evening to you all. Today, I am honored to be providing a Kodak view of the journey of this phenomenal class. Let's get right to it. A Chinese philosopher, Lao Tzu, once said, "The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." Our journey began with a single step that blissful August week. Some flew miles to get here. Some drove or caught a cab from just around the corner. Others, like myself, catch the country bus to town. Filled with a kaleidoscope of emotions, we stepped bravely through the Queensway, Irving, Post Office, and Western Campus gates. The thrill of being free at last, the fear of the uncertainty that lies ahead, the sleepless nights to come. Yet, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, we beamed with pride. Matriculates of the prestigious the University of the West Indies, Orient ex Occidente Lux, a light rising from the west. The week of orientation went by like a thief in the night. And before we knew it, as the GOT or Game of Thrones fans would say, winter was here. But here we are, class of 2017, we made it. We made it through endless nights at the Medical Sciences Library. Some of us falling asleep on our pillows of books. We made it through weeks of sitting over cadavers. We made it through the grueling OSCEs, spotters, vivas, and practicals. And some of us even managed to win ourselves a significant other while we were at it. Now tell me, have you heard this statement before? Med students have no social life. But I see them at the Integration Thursdays, the UWI Carnivals, Med Law Socials, and Homecomings. We participated in a wide variety of clubs, societies, sporting activities, inter-hall and inter-campus competitions. An atmosphere of friendly rivalry, a hard workout at the UWI gym, or a swim in the UWI pool were some good ways to release some steam. The University of the West Indies has offered us intellectual, artistic, and cultural freedom to think, to question, to serve, and to question. We feel the power to do and to be many things. We graduate today first as nurses, physiotherapists, radiographers, dentists, doctors, and scientists. BB MedSci. But amongst us we have dancers like Jade R. Scott and Tiffany Anderson, athletes like Lindsay Miller, Phaedra Keppel, and Kristen McKenzie, who represented us at the UWI Games. We also have musicians, photographers, bodybuilders, human rights activists, politicians, and many more. Our journey at the University of the West Indies was punctuated by several noteworthy events. To share a few, we were among the first set of students to grace the walls of the new state-of-art Medical Sciences building. Some of us got to meet the legendary Usain Bolt at his home training ground, the UWI Motor Bowl. Some of us even had the privilege of meeting and greeting President Barack Obama on the UWI campus. The MBBS and the DDS class of 2017, under the guidance of our vibrant smoker chairperson, Chanel Reed, raised approximately $2.5 million, which was donated to charity. Our journey to this day has not been an easy one, but we made it. And we could not have done it on our own. We therefore extend our sincerest gratitude to our Heavenly Father, our family, our old and newly found friends, and the hard-working staff of the University of the West Indies. We also extend our gratitude to the institutions, contributing countries in the region, and individuals who donated grants, scholarships, and loans to cover the seemingly insurmountable cost of books, housing, and tuition. Thank you all. Class of 2017, take a moment and look around you. This looks like farewell. Once we were prospective students of this institution. Now we're alumni. A bittersweet moment. We must leave the hands of those who have loved, protected, mentored, and molded us. But we leave empowered by the education and experience we've garnered at this noble institution. We are prepared to take advantage of the opportunities that come our way, prepared to change the world for the better, and most of all, prepared to take on the weighty responsibility of giving of ourselves to our patients and our families. Class of 2017, this is the end of one phase of our 1,000 miles journey and the beginning of another. Let us take the next phase, the world, by storm. There is no limit to what we can achieve. Let us go make our mark on the world. Congratulations, class of 2017.
Sir, I now call on Professor Dale Weber, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Graduate Studies and Research, to present to you members of our society for the award of higher degrees.
Sir, I present to you these members of our society who, having fulfilled the requirements of this university, have been awarded postgraduate diplomas or have been admitted to master's degrees, and beg that you recognize their advancement in our society.
By the authority vested in me, I confer on these persons whose names are about to be called, and those who are unable to be here, the postgraduate diplomas and master's degrees of this university and recognize their advancement in our society.
Sir, for the Master of Public Health, I present Jacqueline Besesa Mackenzie with distinction.
Congratulations, very well done.
Kelsey Bisland.
Congratulations.
Monique Campbell with distinction.
Congratulations, very well done.
Andrika Ewing.
Congratulations.
Rena Francis.
Congratulations.
Javon Hamilton.
Congratulations.
Andrea Latham James.
Congratulations.
Amalia Nelson.
Congratulations.
Ardeen Harris with distinction.
Congratulations, very well done.
Tandy Marsh Amirali with distinction.
Congratulations, well done.
Sir, for the Master of Public Health, Health Education, Health Promotion, I present Catherine Gordon Robinson.
Congratulations.
Sir, for the Master of Public Health, Health Management, I present Rebecca Hoylett Duncan with distinction.
Congratulations, very well done.
Kimberly Myers.
Congratulations.
Jodianne McKenzie.
Congratulations.
Sir, for the Master of Science, Applied Pharmacology, I present Uchenna Obi with distinction.
Congratulations, very well done.
Moya May Rose.
Congratulations.
Joanna Smith.
Congratulations.
Sir, for the Master of Science Counseling, I present Alice Bride.
Congratulations.
Natalie Jude with distinction.
Congratulations, very well done.
Sir, for the Master of Science Forensic Science, I present Marissa Booth.
Congratulations.
Lavana Dab.
Congratulations.
Shoshana Ellington Wilson.
Congratulations.
Tanisha Fagan with distinction.
Congratulations, well done.
Jamaica Foot.
Congratulations.
Hugh Lloyd Jones with distinction.
Congratulations, very well done.
Rachel Williams.
Congratulations.
Sir, for the Master of Science Nursing, I present Thekla Billinger Jack.
Congratulations.
Fernica Delaveau with distinction.
Congratulations, very well done.
Charlene Duncan with distinction.
Congratulations, well done.
Valerie Ellis with distinction.
Congratulations, very well done.
Michelle Lewis.
Congratulations.
Monique Sigree Rigg.
Congratulations.
Sandria Tomlinson.
Congratulations.
Sir, for the Master of Science Sports Medicine, I present Rickard Bennett.
Congratulations.
Michelle Holt.
Congratulations.
Sir, I present to you these members of our society who, having fulfilled the requirements of this university, have been admitted to the degree of Doctor of Medicine, and beg that you recognize their advancement in our society.
By the authority vested in me, I confer on these persons whose names are about to be called, and those who are unable to attend, the degree of Doctor of Medicine and recognize their advancement in our society.
Sir, for the Doctor of Medicine, I present Sailda Green.
Congratulations. I recognize your advancement in our society.
Sir, for the Doctor of Medicine in Anesthesia and Intensive Care, I present Carice Hannah.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
For the Doctor of Medicine in Emergency Medicine, I present Yoli Gardner.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
For the Doctor of Medicine in Emergency Medicine, Nicole Knight.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
Doctor of Medicine in Emergency Medicine, Margaret Wong.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
Doctor of Medicine in Hematology and Medical Oncology, Daniel Smelly.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
The Doctor of Medicine in Internal Medicine, Vinette Pearson.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
For the Doctor of Medicine in Internal Medicine, Tahira Redwood.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
The Doctor of Medicine in Obstetrics and Gynecology, Damaris Baptiste.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
The Doctor of Medicine in Obstetrics and Gynecology, Andre Brathwaite.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
The Doctor of Medicine in Obstetrics and Gynecology, Patricia Brathwaite Daly.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
The Doctor of Medicine, Obstetrics and Gynecology, Adrian Mitchell.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
The Doctor of Medicine, Obstetrics and Gynecology, Chantel Neely James.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The Doctor of Medicine, Obstetrics and Gynecology, Carla Nicholson Daly.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
Doctor of Medicine, Obstetrics and Gynecology, Rochelle Shirley.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
Doctor of Medicine, Obstetrics and Gynecology, Jeanette Small.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
Doctor of Medicine, Obstetrics and Gynecology, Simone Simpson.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
Doctor of Medicine, Ophthalmology, Shamfa Peart.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
Doctor of Medicine and Pediatrics, Shari Ann Davis.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
Doctor of Medicine and Pediatrics, Simone Green.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
Doctor of Medicine Pediatrics, Selena Leiba Reed.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
The Doctor of Medicine and Pediatrics, Keisha Livingston.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
For the Doctor of Medicine Pediatrics, Trudy Ann Thomas.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
For the Doctor of Medicine Pediatrics, Claudine Terrell.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
The Doctor of Medicine in Clinical Pathology, Marlene Tapper.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
Doctor of Medicine Pathology, Ransford Ferron.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
Doctor of Medicine in Pathology, Mala Gilao.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
The Doctor of Medicine in Psychiatry, Rachel Chung.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
For Doctor of Medicine in Psychiatry, Ricky Lee Hunter.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
The Doctor of Medicine in Psychiatry, Kristen Robinson.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
Sir, I present a special situation for the Doctor of Medicine in Surgery Cardiothoracic, Roger Miller, and for the Doctor of Radiology, Asha Marie Flax, a husband and wife team. Sir, for the Doctor of Medicine Radiology, I present Daniel Keane Smith.
Congratulations. Yeah, I recognize your advancement in our society.
For the Doctor of Medicine Radiology, Gordon Palmer.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
Sir, yet another interesting development. For the Doctor of Medicine Radiology, Matthew Singh, and Alicia Webster with distinction for the MPH, Master in Public Health.
I recognize both of your advancements in our society. Congratulations and good wishes.
Thank you, sir.
For the Doctor of Medicine Radiology, Christopher Wilkes.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
Thank you. The Doctor of Medicine Surgery General, Stephanie Liu.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
For the Doctor of Medicine Surgery Neurological, Nicholas Burrows.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
The Doctor of Medicine Surgery Neurological, Dwayne Patton.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
For the Doctor of Medicine Surgery Neurological, Deirdre Rowe.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
For the Doctor of Medicine Surgery Neurological, Kevin Wade.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
For the Doctor of Medicine, Otorhinolaryngology, Sybil Surratt.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
For the Doctor of Medicine Surgery, Orthopedic, Dane Clark.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
For the Doctor of Medicine Surgery, Orthopedic, Shamari Prince.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
For the Doctor of Medicine Surgery, Pediatric, Claudine D'Souza.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
For the Doctor of Medicine Surgery, Pediatric, Ian Farron.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
For the Doctor of Medicine, Urology, Elon Thompson.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
Sir, I present to you these members of our society who, having fulfilled the requirements of this university, have been admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, and beg that you recognize their advancement in our society.
By the authority vested in me, I confer on these persons whose names are about to be called, and those who are unable to attend, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of this university, and recognize their advancement in our society.
Sir, for the Doctor of Philosophy in Molecular Biology, I present Teresa Thompson.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
Sir, for the Doctor of Philosophy in Biochemistry, with high commendation, I present Shade Foster.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations. I now call on the Treasurer of the UWI Alumni Association, Jamaican Chapter, Mr. Jubel Hay. Who will lead the graduates in the Alumni Pledge.
Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, Heads of State, distinguished guests, parents, friends, and most importantly, graduates, a good afternoon to you all. It is my distinct pleasure to invite the graduating class of 2017 to stand and to recite with me the Alumni Pledge. This can be found on page 73 of the graduation program. I would like to officially welcome you to the alumni family, and I invite you to become engaged alumni to show Pelican pride and be involved in the life of the campus as guest speakers, supporters of hall sports and hall events, mentors and promoters of the university, and even more. Let us now begin. As a graduate of the University of the West Indies, I commit myself to uphold the ideals and goals of my alma mater. My conduct and voice shall reflect the commitment to excellence of the light rising from the West. As I fulfill my role as services and countries region, I will strive to ensure the UWI's place as a Caribbean icon, the catalyst for Caribbean development and leadership. It is a legacy that I will proudly help build for future generations. The UWI, first in our hearts and first in our region. Thank you. You may be seated.
Please, thank you, Paul. I'm sorry to have to ask you to stand up again, but we are not, the university singers will now lead the company in the university song, and we'd like you to sing it according to the Vice Chancellor, mightily. If you could stand, please. As this is the last graduation ceremony at Mona this year, there have been 4, I would like, on behalf of the class of 2017, to thank the registrar and her team for organizing these wonderful ceremonies. I would like to acknowledge one member of her team, Dr. Carol Edwards, the Director of Marketing, who would be retiring from the university before the next graduation ceremonies and has served with honor for 36 years. This brings to a close the public ceremony by which the University of the West Indies has signaled the awards of degrees, diplomas, and certificates to its graduates. The company will now disperse, but not before permitting me to escort our guests and allowing the procession to leave. Thank you. Class of 2017, congratulations.